Hey all, this is Stephanie with Energy Aligns. This is my Thursday Tarot Insight. Every Thursday I pick one Tarot card that highlights the energy of the collective, and then I talk about how we as individuals can harness the energy in our daily lives. So let's get started now. Today I pulled the Four of Wind, and you can see this card here. We've talked about the numbers a lot, and I'm just going to get right into it. The things that popped up right away when I pulled this card are: one, we have set the stage, and two, we are protected, and the last thing that came through here is we are in a bit of a waiting period. So as we talk about the numbers in the tarot, the four, we're going into the mid part of a cycle. If a cycle is from 1 to 10, which is what these cards do. They run 1 through 10 in each of the suits. So this suit is the wind, and the wind is of the mind. So let's talk about the first item here. We have set the stage. So what does this mean? It means we are in a bit of a pause. And what can we trust in here? So one thing that we definitely can trust in right now is that there is very little certainty in life. And what does that mean? You know, there's always been very little certainty in life, but for right now in these times, it seems to be the one thing that's being highlighted because things are changing so fast. And so this card is really asking us to lean into that, to lean into uncertainty here, that we are protected, which leads us into the second idea that came in through these cards, is that we really are protected in the bigger picture, in a spiritual sense. So if you're watching these tarot insights, you know, it's not because you want to know the future or what's going to come next in the election or the economy, but it's the collective information that comes through here that's of a deeper spiritual nature. That is what I'm talking about with these cards. And this is the unseen, right? The things that we can't see that may perhaps be navigating the choices that we have been making as a collective, and are navigating definitely these times in such a strong way. And the last thing that is coming through in this card is that we really not only are part of something larger and we are protected, but we are in this little bit of a waiting period. And you can kind of see these butterflies as being housed, right? Like they've come out of their cocoon, but they're not quite ready to fly and be free. And their lives, these little beautiful creatures, their lives are very fleeting. And we are all right now transforming here, our whole world, our whole humanity, on deep, 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 deep levels. So that is really what's happening in these cards. We're being protected, and we're kind of in this waiting period because there is a lot happening, and we're at the four in the cycle. The four is kind of the pause before a big, dare I say it, a big change and a big realization, and a way bigger awareness will be happening for us as a collective, because we've done all the steps and the work together, energetically, spiritually, in 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these cards. So take a look again here, and just look at the word mastery. Okay, it doesn't mean that we forevermore will have mastered something and that's it. It does mean that we are in a place where we have completed a way of doing things, and that has been the way of doing things with our minds, running the mind's way of doing things, figuring and being and living, has been running the whole show for a very, very, very long time. And it is time for us to allow for this pause, to allow it, even in the midst of chaos out there, because what is going on is out there is feeling chaotic, and really connecting to what is true and always dependable. And what is that for you? What is true and always dependable? It is really our connection with the divine, our connection with spirit, ourselves or whatever we deem to be bigger than us. So for us in our daily lives, these are the questions I really want you to ask. Where in your life is transformation happening? Where have you seen immense transformation? And we all have had such immense transformation in our individual lives in the last few years with all the world events that have come on. And it could be a big transformation, it could be on a smaller level. And then where in my life is kind of my touchstone in security? And that's how I see this. It could be your religion, it could be your spirituality, your touchstone could be your family, it could be that you, your community, your touchstone could be that you take a walk every day or have a job that you love. Your touchstone could be your animal. It could be anything that is bringing a feeling here of security. A feeling of security. And then another question to ask is, can you see the rainbow in your life? Can you see the silver lining of things? I've been noticing in my own life that I tend to really quickly go to the negative of something rather than looking at the possibilities when things are quickly changing. Nothing is happening the way I really expected it to or wanted it to necessarily. And so when things quickly change, I've been noticing that I tend to go to the negative rather than seeing the possibility and the expansion of the things that are changing. And can you find patience for what comes next? So this is the big thing, I think, for all of us. Can we find the patience? Because we are so eager. We want the change to come. We want to know what's going to happen. So that's the collective, right? We're all really, really feeling that right now. We want to know what's next. And we've been shown that we don't really know. And all of these things are changing so fast and so quickly and really kind of unannounced. So in your individual life, how you start to change the way for yourself from being shocked and abruptly, disturbed by these big changes in the outside world is to practice how you deal with change in your everyday life. And so one of the ways is through your patience. So can you wait here? Can you wait to see what comes next? We're protected. We have to wait. So can we wait with grace and ease and with a little bit of, dare I say, positivity? So practicing this in our day-to-day lives would look like, can you wait your turn to talk when somebody else is gabbing away? When your ideas come real quick, can you wait your turn in line at the grocery store with patience and curiosity for being in a line at the grocery store for the person next to you or the ingredients that you're buying? Can you find patience in driving? These are 3 really good ones to practice, and it's not easy, but it is a great practice to start in your daily life, so to pay attention to where you can find a little bit more patience. And noticing that when you do find patience, you are doing all these other things. You're creating a pause. You're knowing that everything is kind of going to be okay if you have to wait in the line longer, or if you have to wait for that person to finish with what they were saying so that you could propose your own idea. And I just want to say the cards that we've been pulling kind of all are, point us in the direction of awareness that something bigger than us is holding us. And I really appreciate that in these Tarot Insights, seeing that over and over again. I'm sending lots of love and deep awareness to all of you. Thank you for showing up. If you have any questions or want more insight on any of the cards that I've pulled, please comment or reach out to me at energyaligns.com. And I'm wishing you all so much love right now, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you next week. Thanks for showing up. Bye.